Hello everyone and welcome to Pause for Parents Mindfulness Lesson 4. Just share my screen with you. Mindful seeing. When we practice mindful seeing with our attention, we observe in more detail what things are around us. So you can talk to your children about what are the small differences or the tiny details that they are seeing. Look at the colour, look at the texture of things, the size, the shape, the depth and the width. So you can do that around your house. You can go outside and have a look and just be like little detectives and checking out and really looking at the infinite detail of all the different things that you see. Mindful seeing is done quietly so that the amygdala is nice and calm and the prefrontal cortex is able to take as much information as it can in and take it back to the hippocampus. So this is a great example that you can do with your kids right now while watching the YouTube clip. You can pause the video and get them to have a look at the picture of all the rocks and get them to notice different colours and shapes and sizes and positions they're in, and just do it for like 30 seconds to a minute and then have a discussion about it with them. So this is one of the posters that the kids would have in their classroom. So you can take what it's saying and apply it in the home. So look around your home. They can do it in their bedroom, in the kitchen, in the lounge room, or they can look out the window or out the back door. What do they see? Again, noticing the different colours and textures and patterns. And they talk about looking, when you are seeing mindfully, you're looking at it like it's the first time you've looked at it. And that helps you really take in and focus on what you're looking at. It's a lot of fun. You can also, now we want to chat to the kids about how mindful seeing helps to sharpen our focus because we're paying attention on purpose in the present moment. And so things that I would often talk to the kids about, and you can have a chat about now, is like when there's an emergency, would you think that the emergency personnel are mindfully seeing when they arrive at a scene? And have a chat about that. I would say yes, because they have to pay attention to noticing if there's any wires down on the ground, if there's power poles have been hit, how many people are there, what injuries might they have, what else is around in the scene, are they safe, are the emergency personnel safe, all those sorts of things. So you can chat about that for a moment. Also in sports, have a chat to your kids about the different sports that they like and how mindful seeing could help them while they're playing those sports. And also in art. What's your favourite art activity? Next time you do some drawing or painting or, creating with arts and crafts or clay or that, use your mindful seeing and see if it's different to when you normally do. It's really important for the kids and yourself to understand the importance of mindful seeing with the brain. So every time you practice mindful seeing and paying attention on purpose in the present moment and really focusing on the activity you're doing so that the prefrontal cortex can take information in, you are strengthening the neural pathways in the brain, which are the roads in the brain that carry the information from one part to another. And every time they fire, a little bit of electricity goes along, which is really intriguing. And so when you're practicing mindful seeing, you're actually igniting electricity along the focusing paths of the brain, the roads of the brain. And so you can see in a poster there that the more times you practice, the pathway gets stronger. And if you don't practice, the pathways get weaker. This is one of my favourite activities to do with the kids in the class, and I'm sure that you would love to do it with your kids at home. So just get a tray or a bowl or a plate or something and choose, a dozen things to put on and put a tea towel over it and get them to sit down with a pen and paper and have a timer and take the tea towel off and let them look mindfully seeing for a minute and then cover them back cover the tray back over with a towel and see how many things they can remember. Now, if your students are younger, they can just tell you, they can just rattle them off. Oh, I saw the car and I saw a dollar coin, and see how many things that they can remember. If they're older, they can write them down or draw them. And what I often do with the kids is get them to pay attention if they go, oh, I can't remember anything anymore, and oh, I've only written 2 down, is get them to close their eyes, take some deep breaths, and just calm themselves and see then if they remember any more that were on the tray. It's a great activity to do. I hope you enjoy that. If you don't have any chance to do a tray, you can actually use this poster to do that with your kids. So show it to them for a minute and then remove it and see how many things they can remember. This is a little activity in the resource kit that comes where they can pretend to put mindful glasses on, or you might have some sunglasses at home, or you can trace those ones that are on the page and make your own and see if they can go around and use their mindful eyes and draw or write 5 things that they can see at home. Thanks very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed mindful seeing.